Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. Helps out a lot, trying to reach 1,000 subscriptions here, and every subscription helps out with that goal. Saw some news today regarding Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, and this Justin Baldoni legal battle that I thought was very interesting. It's something that's been ongoing for a while now, but we got some key news now. We had some news last week. There were some things thrown out of court, but looks like something else has been thrown out of court. Deadpool and Wolverine stars Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively declare total victory in Justin Baldoni legal battle. Deadpool and Wolverine stars Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have scored a victory in their battle with It Ends With Us director Justin Baldoni after a judge threw out his $400 million defamation lawsuit, and I'm sure Ryan Reynolds is extremely happy with that. That would have cleared him out for sure. But let's read into it. The legal battle between Green Lantern star Blake Lively and filmmaker Justin Baldoni rolls on, and the latter has faced a major setback today after a judge threw out his $400 million defamation lawsuit against Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and the New York Times. That's funny. Green Lantern, Blake Lively, the star of Green Lantern? I don't know. He filed the lawsuit earlier this year, nearly a month after Lively sued him for allegedly sexually harassing her on the set of It Ends With Us. Very serious stuff there. Baldoni's countersuit claimed Lively had taken messages he'd sent her out of context, planted negative news stories about him, and argued that the Times had cherry-picked details in their piece to defame him. We're sure you'll also recall that Deadpool and Wolverine got dragged into the whole thing, with Baldoni's legal team arguing that the Nice Pool variant was based on their client and meant to ridicule him. Baldoni has Wayfarer Studios executives and PR team of Melissa Nathan and Jennifer Abel have until June 23rd to submit an amended complaint. Judge Louis Lyman explained his decision by writing, "The Wayfarer parties have not alleged that Lively is responsible for any statements other than the statements in her CRD complaint, which are privileged. The Wayfarer parties have alleged that Reynolds and Sloan made additional statements accusing Baldoni of sexual misconduct, and that the Times made additional statements accusing the Wayfarer parties of engaging in a smear campaign." Lyman, the brother of Edge of Tomorrow director Doug Lyman, continued, "But the Wayfarer parties have not alleged that Reynolds, Sloan, or the Times would have seriously doubted these statements were true based on the information available to them, as is required for them to be liable for defamation under applicable law." Baldoni's lawyer Brian Friedman has yet to weigh in, but Lively and Reynolds' team is positively buzzing. Today's opinion is a total victory and a complete vindication for Blake Lively, along with those that Justin Baldoni and the Wayfarer parties dragged into their retaliatory lawsuit, including Ryan Reynolds, Leslie Sloan, and the New York Times. Ezra Hudson and Mike Gottlieb told Deadline. They added, "As we have said from day one, this $400 million lawsuit was a sham and the court saw right through it. We look forward to the next round, which is seeking attorney's fees, treble damages, and punitive damages against Baldoni, Soritz, Nathan, and the other Wayfarer parties who perpetrated this abusive litigation. And I am 100% sure those lawyer fees are astronomical." The case is still set to go to trial on March 9th, 2026, and there's every chance Deadpool and Wolverine and Marvel Studios will still be key to arguments made in court next year. For now, though, it certainly appears as if this thing is going in Lively and Reynolds' favor. And like I said, I think it was last week they had some stuff thrown out with her case talking about emotional distress. They threw that out, but then they threw out Baldoni's $400 million suit. So definitely a hit on both teams, but more in favor of Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. More importantly, Blake Lively there. Very interesting case overall. I don't think anybody wins in this, honestly. For the most part, from things I've seen online, a lot of people think both these parties are terrible. So we'll have to see how this unfolds in 2026. Definitely going to be interesting. I wonder how it impacts Ryan Reynolds overall. We will have to see. Ladies and gents, comment down below what you thought about this news. Have you even heard about this lawsuit? It's something that's been going on for about a year now, so very interesting there. Also, like this video if you decided to like it. Share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and ring the bell for notifications. Be safe. It's Neff signing off.